Welcome to our 5-minute morning yoga stretch. Let's begin. Tabletop position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips, curl the toes underneath. Deep breath in, exhale, round the back. Cat stretch, sending the breath out and then inhaling, finding length. We're going to wake up our body this morning with some cat stretches, so use your breath to connect to this movement. Every time you exhale, you're rounding your back. Every time you inhale, you're lengthening your spine. This is a nice way to bring movement into our spine first thing in the morning. It's a beautiful way, an easy way to release any lower back discomfort or tension. So we're working with our breath, tilting our pelvis back and forth. Easy way to find a stretch first thing in the morning. Gaze over your right shoulder and now allow the right hip to come towards the right shoulder. And then gaze over your left shoulder, allow the left hip to come over, gazing over towards the left hip. We're kind of wagging the hip from side to side, finding a really nice side body stretch here. And we're going to layer on by floating the feet into the air and bringing the feet with us from side to side now. If your knees need any padding, you can always place a blanket underneath your knees. So one more time, over to the left. And then the feet come back down, extending the left leg out and over towards the right. So the left foot's coming outside of the yoga mat. The outside edge of your left foot is on the floor and you're gazing over your right shoulder. So now we're just taking that stretch of the side body up a little bit. Breathing into the side body, breathing into the stretch. We're going to move on to the other side. So the right leg extends out over onto the outside edge of that mat. Gazing over the left shoulder. And then we're going to return that right knee underneath. And then we're going to extend the right leg out now. So a long line from the hip to the ankle. Open up the chest. Right arm lifts all the way up. And allow it to come as far back behind you as you'd like. So we're opening up the chest here. You can allow the eyes to close if you wish. Breathing deep. Allowing the right hand to come back down onto the mat. Let's switch sides. So extending the left leg out and then opening up the heart. Welcoming this beautiful morning. Couple deep breaths. Allowing the left hand to return back onto your mat. Left knee underneath your hip bones. Curling the toes underneath. Breathing in and out as we come back into a down dog. Take any movements here that feel good for you. Pedaling out the legs, allowing the head to gently rock from side to side, the hips to gently move from side to side, bending your knees as generously as you'd like here. A few deep breaths, lengthening out the spine. Softening our knees down onto the mat into a child's pose. Sinking back, maybe letting the hands move a bit, rotating out the wrists, letting go of any tension here. If your forehead's connected onto the mat, you can rock the head from side to side, giving the front of the skull a bit of a massage. Breathing even, stretching out those fingers. We're going to reach up and back into our down dog again. Again, taking any movements here that feel good for you this morning. Giving our hamstrings a beautiful stretch. And then we're going to gently soften the knees back down onto the mat underneath our hips. Curl the toes under, walk the hands back. So we're stretching at our feet here. The toes are curled under. Let's give our wrists a bit of a rotation and our hands a bit of a shake. And then we're going to interlace our hands behind our back. Opening up the heart, the chest, we extend those hands and arms behind us. A slight gaze up. This is not a big back bend, just a heart opener. And then we come down, hands in front of us, and move our legs into a seated position. We're going to open up the side body a little bit more. Left fingertips come down the side of your yoga mat. Swoop the right arm up and over. Imagine breathing in between those right ribs. Press yourself up and back over to the other side. So now creating space in between those left ribs with your breath. One more time each side. The spine is long the entire time. Just a nice flow from side to side. Last time, reaching up with that left arm. Heart is open. Returning, seated. Deep breath in, sweep the arms up, gaze towards your hands, and then open up the jaw. Exhale, let that breath go. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your morning and have a beautiful day.